Hold on to your hats, folks. We've got explosive updates shaking up the sports world and beyond. From the hardwood battles of the NBA to pivotal moments in global affairs, the news is coming at you fast and furious. Get ready, because you're not going to want to miss a single second of this. First up, the Golden State Warriors are facing a critical juncture as their superstar, Steph Curry, nears a potential return. Will it be enough to salvage their season? Then, we dive into the thrilling victory of the Boston Celtics, with Jayson and Jaylen leading the charge against their rivals. And what did Warriors coach Steve Kerr have to say about his team's playoff prospects after a tough loss? We've got the unfiltered truth straight from the sidelines. Finally, we break down Jaylen Brown's historic climb on the Celtics' all-time scoring list during that massive win. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's get into it.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector Plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The Warriors' season hangs in the balance as Steph Curry's return looms, but is it too late? With the Golden State Warriors struggling and falling to 10th place in the Western Conference, the potential return of their injured superstar, Steph Curry, is creating a buzz. Curry has been sidelined with runner's knee, missing his 19th game as the team suffered another loss to the Boston Celtics, dropping their record to 33-36. This season has been a roller coaster, with the Warriors' performance significantly dipping when Curry is off the court, a stark contrast to their winning record when he plays. The latest reports suggest cautious optimism for Curry's return by the end of the month, dependent on his conditioning and comfort levels. However, the team's current standing means they are likely headed for the play-in tournament, a scenario that presents a tougher path to the playoffs compared to previous years. A top-8 finish, which would grant them 2 chances to make the postseason, seems increasingly out of reach, with the Warriors trailing several teams in the standings. Even with Curry back, the team faces an uphill battle against the Western Conference's elite. Fans and analysts are debating whether Curry's comeback can overcome the Warriors' season-long struggles, including injuries to key players and a lack of consistent performance. The team brought in Kristaps Porzingis, but his availability has also been an issue. Ultimately, the question remains: can Steph Curry inspire a late-season surge, or will the Warriors' playoff hopes fade before he can even lace up his sneakers? Don't go anywhere, because the impact of this NBA clash is far from over. Up next, we're celebrating a massive Celtics victory and a star's ascent up the record books. Jayson and Jaylen ignite Boston's offense in a dominant win over the Warriors. The Boston Celtics have solidified their winning streak, taking down the Golden State Warriors in a commanding 120-99 victory. The dynamic duo of Tatum and Jaylen Brown led the charge, combining for an impressive 56 points. This win not only adds to Boston's momentum, but also sees Jaylen Brown etching his name further into Celtics history. Brown's stellar performance included 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, which propelled him past franchise legends Joe White and Dave Cowens on the Celtics' all-time scoring list, securing his spot in the top 10. Jayson Tatum contributed significantly with 24 points and 10 rebounds, showcasing his dual-threat capability. The Celtics displayed a balanced attack, with Peyton Pritchard adding 19 points, further overwhelming the struggling Warriors. For the Warriors, the loss marks a continued downward spiral, having lost 6 of their last 7 games. Despite double-digit efforts from Pat Spencer, Gary Payton II, Draymond Green, and Gui Santos, the team couldn't overcome the Celtics' offensive firepower. Kristaps Porzingis, playing against his former team in Boston, managed 11 points, but the absence of Steph Curry due to a knee injury continues to be a major blow, with the team's record suffering significantly in his absence. But the story of this game isn't just about the win, it's about what it means for the Warriors' future. We'll get Steve Kerr's candid thoughts on their playoff chances right after this. Steve Kerr pulls no punches, admitting the Warriors are playoff-bound in the play-in tournament. Following a significant blowout loss to the Boston Celtics, Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr has delivered a dose of reality regarding his team's postseason aspirations. Kerr candidly admitted that a finish higher than the play-in tournament is now out of reach for the Warriors, a stark contrast to their earlier goals of securing a top-6 seed. "We've had our eyes on 6 for a while, and that's out of the question now," Kerr stated, acknowledging the team's current standing at 33-36. He emphasized the importance of aiming for an 8th seed finish to gain 2 opportunities in the play-in, rather than the precarious 9th or 10th spots. Kerr also highlighted the team's struggles since Jimmy Butler's injury, noting the need to build better habits like boxing out and ball control, especially with Steph Curry still sidelined by a knee injury. The coach expressed pride in his players' effort, but pointed out a lack of process and preparedness in their recent games. While the possibility of Steph Curry's return offers a glimmer of hope, Kerr stressed that even his presence might not be enough to overcome the team's current deficit and the strength of the Western Conference. The Warriors face a challenging remaining schedule, and Kerr's focus is on improving fundamental aspects of their game to be better prepared for any potential playoff run, however unlikely it may seem. This admission from Coach Kerr paints a grim picture for the Warriors' season. But the Celtics are celebrating more than just a win. We're looking at a player making history next. Jaylen Brown makes Celtics history as Boston dominates Golden State. Jaylen Brown etched his name in the Boston Celtics record books on Wednesday night, climbing to 10th place on the franchise's all-time scoring list during their decisive 120-99 victory over the Golden State Warriors. Brown's performance was a masterclass as he poured in 32 points, grabbed 6 rebounds, and dished out 5 assists, leading the Celtics to their 3rd consecutive win. His ascent on the scoring chart, surpassing legends like Joe White and Dave Cowens, came during a dominant first quarter where he scored 19 points. Jayson Tatum complemented Brown's historic night with a strong showing of 24 points and 10 rebounds, sinking 5 three-pointers. The Celtics' offense was well-rounded, with Peyton Pritchard contributing 19 points, ensuring Boston maintained control throughout the game, leading by as much as 20 points. For the Golden State Warriors, the loss further compounds their struggles. Despite double-digit contributions from Pat Spencer, Gary Payton II, Draymond Green, and Gui Santos, the team couldn't find an answer to Boston's offensive onslaught. The absence of Steph Curry, now in his 19th consecutive missed game due to a knee injury, continues to be a significant factor, with the Warriors' record plummeting in his absence. Kristaps Porzingis also added 11 points, but the team's overall performance fell short. Jaylen Brown's historic night is a massive win for the Celtics. But is it enough to change the Warriors' dim playoff outlook? We'll find out next. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw the Warriors facing a potential late-season surge with Steph Curry's return, but is it too little too late? The Boston Celtics, led by Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, delivered a dominant performance, with Brown making Celtics history. Coach Steve Kerr candidly admitted the Warriors are headed for the play-in tournament, and Jaylen Brown's scoring milestone capped off a huge night for Boston. Don't miss another moment of the action. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.